Smart automation, better business. Learn how to optimize your business with Solved.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to continue to dive into Revenue Cloud to see how it can help automate your business. In this video, we will explore how to calculate annual recurring revenue and monthly recurring revenue within Salesforce Revenue Cloud. We will focus on Revenue Lifecycle Management or Revenue Cloud Advanced instead of focusing on CPQ. Let's start with some clear definitions. MRR is the total revenue that you would expect to receive every month from your subscriptions. ARR is simply your MRR annualized, calculating by multiplying your MRR by 12. These metrics are crucial for understanding the health and growth of a subscription-based business. We are going to be taking a look at these calculations through the lens of the sales process. We will derive ARR and MRR primarily through quote lines that are associated to a quote. A quote represents the overall sales agreement, while the quote lines represent the individual items within the quote. These will contain crucial details like pricing, quantity, service duration. This is in the field. The key fields we'll look at are start date and end date, as well as total price. The most important factors in calculating MRR on a quote line is the quote line's term and the total price. We determine how much revenue to attribute to each month within that term. The primary formula for MRR is total price divided by the term in months. It's important to understand that the billing frequency would be considered separate from this calculation. The customer might pay monthly or quarterly or annually, but the MRR reflects the revenue earned per month. We've now discussed how to get MRR at a quote line level. To get MRR for a quote total, we can use a roll-up summary field. We would set this up on the quote object to look at quote lines as its children. This will summarize the MRR of all the quote lines related to the quote. We also have the ability here to add filters if desired to exclude certain quote lines. Once we have our MRR calculation set up on both the quote and the quote lines, calculating ARR is pretty straightforward. We can utilize formula fields on both the quote object and quote lines to take the MRR and multiply it by 12. This will provide us an annualized revenue projection based on the MRR that is set on the quote and quote lines. Some things that are important to consider as you go about setting up MRR and ARR for your quotes. Accurate data on your quote lines is absolutely critical to make sure these calculations are correct. This includes pricing as well as the dates that we are setting up. Another thing, ARR and MRR derived from quotes are projections until the deal is closed and the revenue is realized. You also need to factor in the quote validity and probability when we use these fields to set up forecasting and predict what our MRR and ARR will be in the future. In summary, it is fairly straightforward to set up MRR and ARR calculations, pulling data from our quote lines and on our quotes in Revenue Cloud. We can do this using formula fields and roll-up summary fields. Thank you for watching and taking time to learn more about Revenue Cloud and how it can help transform your business. I hope you found this information useful and valuable. For more information on Revenue Cloud, continue to watch our videos or check us out at solved.cloud, and we would love to find ways that we can help automate your business. Have a great day.
Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to help you automate your business. Please like, comment, or subscribe for more.